Um, Jeez. Turn this up, I guess. No, it's I didn't like I can't hear anything. Um, Welcome back to the first real episode, I guess, of Basketball Casual. Opening day NBA. Um, Two games, OKC and Rockets, and then Golden State, LA. It's about like what 10:20 p.m. Yeah, I really know what to do. As I wrote down some notes during the game. I don't know if that's really what a casual does, but I didn't want to just sit in front of the screen and talk, talk to nothing. So, probably just go over a couple things. First thing, OKC got the ring and stuff. Yeah, yeah, OKC got their banner. They got their ring. It's pretty nice. And then they got their banner put up. You know, they had the whole banner lifted up. But this ring is crazy. Jeez, like, come on. Yeah, they got an inside ring for it. Like that. That right there is crazy. Just even that. Like like this right here. That's crazy. That's crazy to just get that. Have two rings. I didn't say like how many carats it is, but yeah, features ring, removable band, player's jersey number, and signature. Image. The box was crazy. I don't even know if you can see the box. Oh, this is probably a better video. Yeah, this is a way better video. Yeah, it's I wonder if they showed the box. The box was crazy. The box had like the box itself had like videos. Had a camera, not a camera, but like a screen on it when you opened it up. This. How many gemstones do they have? Jesus Christ. 800 custom cut gemstones. I bet you told three pointers are tapped during their playoff run. That's crazy. Yeah, they didn't really show the box, but the box is kind of crazy. Um, yeah, let's do the banner. A couple things pretty much about the game. NBC, you'll see when you start it up, start this up. See what I'm talking about? They had a classic jingle and everything. It was kind of funny. They had Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady with the in front of the trophy, and it's like none of them have ever won a ring, so it's kind of funny. But we can dive into the highlights. That really gives you the nostalgia feel of the '90s, though. Yeah, the rings are crazy. They shine so bright on camera. Like that is crazy. That's a crazy fit right here. This anybody can't see it. Fit right there. I don't know who that is. That's a crazy fit. I'll just, bro, this whole time I have had the audio on. So let's restart this because the audio wasn't playing. Definitely funny. Yeah, definitely bright. I think I will say, just to be honest, I understood the Kevin Durant trade. Like before the game even started, I wrote I didn't like the KD trade. Just these are my thoughts just coming into the game. I didn't like the KD trade that much. I get it. Jalen Green's kind of stunk it up in the playoffs, and this team kind of has a chance to win a ring now. So you kind of get a guy, scored 30,000 points in his career. I get it, but I get it. I didn't really like the trade, but I get it. Um, Big thing about this game, J Dub didn't play, so yeah, big thing. That's pretty big. J Dub didn't play. Let's skip ahead to the. Yeah, right there. That's where it really started. The game started. Chet was. I, I kind of like the big lineup for them, but it only makes sense if they're running. If they're not running, it doesn't really make that much sense. They're like playing like half court. Like, look at that. Two bodies in there. It's gonna be a tough bucket every time for Şengün. Like, there's no spacing with this team. Only KD can really shoot. We'll get to Reed Shepard later, but this is kind of crazy because all the highlights are showing. Because they're not really showing like what really happened. Because yeah, Chet, that man was going crazy the first half. I think he had 18. First half had 18. And that man right there, Şengün, he might be some MVP talks. I know DeMarcus Cousins was talking about Kevin Durant. I think Şengün might finish top 10. Mitchell had a good game too. I don't know I can't remember how much he finished with. Probably look it up after this. That's benching right there. KD got into a rhythm, and so did this guy Mitchell. What's his name? AJ Mitchell. It's like AJ Mitchell. He got into a rhythm. He had like 12 points just in the first half. Yeah, he had 12 or 9 in the first half, and then like Chet had like 18 in the first half. And then the third quarter happened, and the game got like really weird. Because you'll see, like they started having Caruso guard Şengün, and it was kind of working for a little bit. And then like Shea, the beginning of the game, he was getting locked up by the team. Like he had 9 points at halftime, and then he kind of started taking off. And then what I have like, yeah, the game really started changing in the third quarter. Jeez, they don't show enough replays for like the good stuff. Yeah, Mitchell was quiet the whole third quarter. Him and Chet didn't score the whole third quarter, and then they just came alive. It's kind of crazy. Hmm. Yeah, they have a good two-man game. They have Hardenstein and Chet have a pretty good two-man game. And then that man, Şengün, man, he was hitting that three. Turn this down a little bit. Yeah, Şengün was hitting that three. I talk about it after after we go through the highlights. Just skip through the highlights. This is a double overtime game, by the way. Um, but yeah, that Shea, that move. Hold on, I just gotta pause it and replay it again because I know it's not going to. This move that he does, where he's not pushes off, but he stops on a dime. That's the game right there. From this point on, that is the whole game. That mid-ranger just is the game from this point. My notes. What I have. Yeah, Şengün at this point, he like had 37 and 6. And he was just killing Caruso, and they didn't really know what to do with him. That right there, KD's last points until like the second overtime. Look at this. Like I told you, that shot right there was the rest of the game. They had him to 9 points in the first half, and then when he decided to take off, he took off. This is the play they got, which was crazy. Şengün. Okay, first overtime happens, and all I have written down is Şengün versus SGA, and I'm pretty sure from the highlights you'll see what I'm talking about. Bucket. The guy is sick. Yeah, like I said, you pretty much get Şengün versus SGA the first overtime. Oh, I showed that. Yeah, Reed Shepherd's a traffic cone. Yeah, look at that. See what like. Well, I said it. And I'm gonna replay it. Try to go 10 seconds back. This right here. This is like automatic for him. I know you can hear like Jamal Crawford saying that's automatic for KD, but for Shea, that's automatic. That was a huge shot. Um, that was big too. I kind of thought the game was over at this point. I thought OKC was just going to run away with it. Um, that was a foul. He didn't touch ball at all. It was two hands. This is the matchup that look at him. That's a big man right there. Ugh. Yeah, first overtime was just Şengün versus um they got the ball to SGA. This is got blocked. That's just kind of the shot you want. This right here. Hold on. Let's just like go to I don't know if I can zoom in on this. Okay, watch KD. Watch what KD does. KD calls a timeout. Now I don't know if you know. They have no timeouts. Now usually when you call a timeout and you don't have a timeout, the other team, OKC, will get a free throw. But I let it play out.
And the clock above the scoreboard.
So what you're telling me is we may have a Chris Webber moment here.
And he didn't. And the game goes on to a second overtime.
So pretty much quick recap. So since he definitely did the signal for timeout, but I guess since the refs didn't acknowledge it, is what they're saying, that it didn't count. So yeah, that was just a crazy thing. I just like to say, let me pause it. They didn't really show a lot. They kind of skipped through the second overtime. Kevin Durant, besides that free throw in the last fourth quarter, didn't score because Lou Dort was, as you can see, he's right here already looking at him, locking him up the whole time. I don't know if this is too much analysis. This sounds like a casual. That was his. That was his next bucket, which was a huge one. And here goes that man. Like I said, that mid range for him. I thought the game was over at that point. But this guy is sick. He is a demon when it comes to this area right here. KD, oh yeah, KD fouled out at that point. This one kind of sucked because KD's out, obviously. KD fouled out. Şengün couldn't get the ball. Tough shot. But that was a good game.
Grit, determination, and defense. We know that when we do it down there on that end.
Yeah, 35. Yeah, no, this dude's sick. Yeah, but let's look at the box scores. I mean, you just look at the box scores of this game. Kevin Durant, 47 minutes. Comes out of the notes I have. KD looked old. by the end of the game, by the time the first overtime hit, he looked old. He looked tired. He played great. I think he played pretty good. The other thing I have for the Rockets, Reed Shepherd, 3 for 11, 4 assists, 9 points. This team overall. Let me just go back to Reed Shepherd. I don't think he's gonna be on this team by the deadline. Also, I don't think Tyree Easton's gonna be on this team because he didn't sign that. They didn't offer him extension. The minutes he did play, he just was kind of out there. I guess I feel like they're trading both of them for a point guard. Love Ahmed Thompson. Think he's a little overhyped, especially for just going from a small forward to playing point guard now. This team struggled to bring up the ball sometimes on a team in OKC that's already on a team that struggles to team that's already pretty good at pressing in OKC. Just look at the team stats. Obviously you're expecting Houston to win the rebound battle, but the 3-pointers was really who's shooting on this team? But who's your shooter besides KD? When you play a good team like OKC, they're gonna have a guy like Lou Dort to just stick on him all game. This team shot OKC shot really bad too, but it's just they also can't shoot. And the one guy besides KD that should be a good shooter stunk it up pretty much. Jabari Smith, if this is what you're gonna get, I think this is kind of a little bit inflated because it's overtime, but you pay him a lot of money. For me personally, for you to be oh, shouldn't he be your number 3? Last thing I'll say about the Rockets, I don't know if he has a nickname, Şengün. I was looking up. I don't know if he has a nickname. Look on Solid. Yeah, I want to know what his nickname is. I don't think he has one. That's crazy because this dude was going insane. That's the easiest way to say it. He was going insane. He finished with 39, 11, and 7. Shot 10 for 11. The 3-pointers is what's really it's crazy. Which brings me back to my last point about Houston and me not liking the Kevin Durant trade. This makes me kind of not like the Kevin Durant trade even more, in the sense that if Şengün is going to be your number 1, is Jalen Green really that bad for a number 2? And I guess this is the way I'm thinking about it. If you're trading for Kevin Durant, even if he's 37, you want him to be that 1. He's getting locked up by Lou Dort, and he looked exhausted in this game. And it's can Kevin Durant get you through 4 rounds of the playoffs? Or is it really just going to be on Şengün, who had to play 49 minutes? And they only played 4 people because Finney-Smith's injured, Tate's injured. They don't have another guard either. They have 1 point guard. And Reed Shepherd isn't really a point guard. He's kind of undersized too. And he was the 3rd pick in the draft. And even do this to him, but I'm gonna do it anyway. 23 draft. That's 2023 draft, right? 2024 draft. Pretty sure there's a better point guard somewhere in here by now, right? Maybe not. Maybe they did the best they could. Nope. Maybe you could have got Stephen Castle, who won Rookie of the Year. Bub, it's pretty good. Yeah, maybe they did the best they could. I mean, this draft class is pretty not that great. The guy actually that was killing AJ Mitchell. When he put up some good numbers. He used to show me the Thunder. Look at that. 15 minutes, 16 points. He's yeah, Şengün is a nickname. KD looked old. Shepard and Easton, I really don't believe are going to be on the team at the trade deadline. But switch over to Thunder. SGA, man. I know his shooting's been like up in like he's not like a knockdown 3-point shooter, but he's not like a bum from the 3-pointer. But that mid range, that like this right here. Let's just pull this up. This area of the floor for SGA is like money in the bank. It's crazy to build the Bucks. But that area of the floor for SGA, like this, because this is usually but this one right here, like he usually gets in the middle, which was crazy to see him only killing that right side because he had Reed Shepard on him. Yeah, he came alive in the second half. They really needed it because Chet kind of like slowed down. I'll say like this: Chet had 18 in the first half, and then had 10 for the last 4 quarters. Basically, like the third and fourth and the 2 overtimes, he only had 10 points. So that kind of sucks. But I will say, this team, they're kind of by committee. It's kind of like Shea, and then if J-Dub and Chet can have a good game, and then by the rest of the committee, Caruso came in, played good. I mean, don't look at the stats. Just look at it, it's one of those you got to watch the game. Like, he played great. I don't know who this was. Who is this? He played like 2 minutes. Like, actual minutes. Like, during the game minutes, which is kind of crazy. I was like, what is he doing out there? Yeah, but I mean SGA, watching this, you're like, when people say he's top 3, you're like, yeah, I kind of get it. I get it. He's just so smooth. He plays so smooth. It's like if I were to play basketball, or if I wanted to show my son how to play basketball, that's how I'd tell him, like, this is how you should play basketball. Because he was guarding KD too. Like, it's not like he's scared of a challenge either. Yeah, that's really what I have on this game. So then to the Golden State game. So obviously the last game was 2 overtimes. I had to pull up 2 screens for this, so I didn't really watch a lot of the first quarter, and then the second quarter. That's really I want to start to lock in on it. That's what I had for Houston. Yeah, I really have much for this game. It was a game. It was definitely a game. It was a good game though.
In his first full season as a Laker, Steph Curry in year 17 as a Warrior. Glad you could join us.
Before we get in too far, I'd like to say I don't understand the Lakers roster construction, and it kind of comes through during the game.
Ashley Chambly, glad that you could come along for this ride. And Grant, we look at these 2 teams, both in the playoff picture last year in a loaded Western. Dominant, of course, we purple and gold. Run away from crypto. It's the Lakers that control it to open the season. DeAndre Ayton, one of the biggest offseason acquisitions for the Lakers, came in after being released, bought out.
I don't know how good DeAndre Ayton's going to be on this team. Apparently Luka's in shape, so we should be scared. Jimmy Butler looked great. Yeah, Jimmy Butler looked great. He looked so good that Steph kind of was just out there at a point, which is kind of crazy to say. Like Luka and Jimmy look like the best players on the floor, which is crazy to say when a guy that's arguably the best point guard of all time is on the floor. Even if he is like whatever 36 or whatever, however old Steph is, but also Kuminga looked really good starting. I know he's got packed there, but Austin Reeves looked really good too. I know he's supposed to be like the number 3 behind Luka and LeBron, but they kind of just said, you know, we're locking up Steph and everybody else can do their thing, which I kind of think was probably the dumbest thing they could have did this game. Marcus Smart likes to flop. Marcus Smart is the biggest flopper I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, Austin Reeves is really good. I think he's a liability on defense a little bit. But the offense it's there. Like, look at this. Like, it's there. I don't know if he's definitely not a 2, but like when people were saying he's the best third option in the league, it wasn't that outrageous, but the playoffs happened and he kind of was just ugh. Yeah, this Jimmy Butler, if he's playing like this during the season, this team is going to be definitely top 5 in the league. This was not even like a good game from Steph Curry. He was just, I'm telling you, like, he was just kind of out there. I know you've seen a lot of, like, it's probably like 3 straight buckets from him, but like, when you look at the stats, you're like, dang. Now that guy right there, he's kind of going crazy. Yeah, I don't think anybody can guard him. I didn't think he's at that level. Like, there's no one that can really guard him. Not even the team can really guard it. Like, look at that bucket. Like, I know it doesn't really show it in the highlights, but in the second quarter, the game got a little chippy in the second quarter, but it didn't really get too crazy. Yeah, Steph and the backdoor cuts are killers. Like, they're so concerned. You're so concerned about him, you know, shooting. But that guy right there is a dog. But what are you supposed to do with that? Like, there's nobody. Bro, LeBron is a fucking clown. What are you wearing? Hold on, I gotta go back to LeBron. I needed it. What is this, bro? You know who he looks like? What's up? I can't spell, so don't fuck with me. Arkham Batman. Arkham Strange. What is it? Strange. What is his name? Doctor? What is it? Not Doctor Strange. Is it Doctor Strange? Hugo Strange, yes. Tell me this ain't LeBron. Tell me this ain't LeBron. This is LeBron, bro. This is the. Yeah, tell me that's not the same thing. Like, it'll pop up. Oh, sorry, I pulled it out. But that's the same. That's. Come on, bro. What are we doing here? Tell me that's not the same motherfucker right there. Alright. I'm sorry. I've had a little bit to drink. Ugh. There you go, Aiden. Yeah, the one thing I will say about this season, I think a lot of teams like roster construction this year is really weird. Like a lot of teams have like a lot of like the same position, or like there's teams with like no centers, teams with too many centers, teams with no point guards, no small forwards. I do think a lot of trades are gonna happen. Sorry, I think a lot of trades are gonna happen this season, just for like not even like blockbuster trades, just like little trades. Yeah, so the Warriors kind of just start running away with this one. Like they start just cooking, as you can see. And you're just like, huh, how bad is this Lakers team without LeBron? 'Cause look at that. He's just cooking them. They're up. You see how much they're up? Yeah. Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit too much. But this is when something starts to happen, which makes me not think this team is gonna be that bad. Like they just start like he just starts cooking, and then you're like, oh, they're only down by 12 with 5 minutes left, and this guy does something, right? You know, three. I'm like, all right, well they're running away with this. It's 15, 15, 5 minutes left. Then, you know, hit a three, and it's 12. And then you get a steal, down by 10, and then shoe falls off. Then they get another bucket, and you're like, oh, okay. 6 points. And that happened. They're only down by 8. Bro, that's a traffic cone right there. Luka complains too much. He looks like a traffic cone for sure. Yeah, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves. Dude, that dude's sick. This is when the game was super over. That was when it was when he just pulled that up, and you could tell he's about to shoot it. But Austin Reeves, still kind of show up. Still kind of fill the big space. Good game though. Even without LeBron, I can see how this team can be good in the Lakers.
All right, Steph, your 17th season opener. Now this team is 1-0. Just to start, what was the difference for you guys to start this second half, come out the way that you did?
We got stops, but I think the second quarter we kind of got a little stagnant on offense, and our organized chaos took over that first 4 minutes. Easy layups, easy catch and shoot threes just off the ball movement. So Warrior basketball took over.
Steph, your 17th year, and you continue to do what you've done your whole career. Just be super efficient, make the big shots when they count the most. What is the secret to your continued success, just year after year, and playing the way that you do?
Starts with God. I mean, there's no reason other than the blessing to be able to be healthy and keep playing. Outside of that, I just love the hoop, love the teammates I have, and just the opportunity to keep chasing. Hoping another title, but just great basketball in the process. So brings the best out of you when you get out here and the lights are bright.
Steph, thanks so much. We appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
Sorry. Yeah, it's bumped out there. Okay, so, the game. I'm just gonna go to box scores pretty quick. This game wasn't. Okay, like this wasn't have much hype with like the first one because LeBron wasn't playing, so I don't think anybody really cared about this game so much. But Jimmy Butler, 31, 16 for 16 at the free throw line. Steph Curry had he had 23 and shot, got to the line, and this is an okay game for him. Pretty much the big story about this, and I pretty like this stats really don't talk about it, but Kuminga 17, 9, and 6. The 6 is really like surprised me. Like 6 assists, like okay, like if this is what you can get from him, like if he's your third option and he's playing like this team is scary. Buddy Hield 17 points. Obviously, if you know the Buddy Hield meme, like you don't know the Buddy Hield cycle on Jesus, like Buddy Hield cycle meme. Here you go. Obviously, here you go. Balls out. Yeah, that's the fake one. Easily gets traded, but Buddy Hield played like a top 5 shooter all time. Forget how to shoot, play defense. Thank God for life, health, and strength, and then they get traded. He is very funny, like the way it happened with him. But he played great this game. If you can, some of these guys is like if they can play half as good as they're playing right now, in the playoffs, it'd be amazing for their team. On the Lakers, like 40, 43, 12 and 9 from Luka. I mean, not just Luka, man. But Austin Reeves, man, he only made 1 3, but 26, 5 and 9. That's really good. That's really good. From like he's supposed to be the number 2 for the night. Everybody else on the Lakers, though. They paid a little money for Jake Riviera. He kind of just was there. Marcus Smart, kind of free agent. I think he kind of did his job. Dalton Connect, still not playing. Bronny James, still not playing. Gabe Vincent, liability. I think. DeAndre Ayton, I mean, pretty much supposed to be your splash free agent. Supposed to be a big man. It was kind of bad. Not gonna lie to you. Really, I don't know. Well, it wasn't good. He's the reason I don't know if this team's gonna be good. I don't know what LeBron's gonna add to this team. Like I don't know if they have LeBron tonight, whether they won or not. I really don't think so. Really bright, jeez. Yeah, I mean, I think this is one of those funny teams where it's like they really don't have a perimeter defender, a point of attack and defender at all, except for Marcus Smart, but he's a little old. Whatever, but yeah. And then, sorry, that's LeBron. I kind of want to start doing this, I guess, at the end of my videos where I, take a bet for next week. I hit a bet. So that's pretty big for me, huh? Sorry, turn this back up. Hit a bet. It's pretty cool, right? If you want to do it. I'll probably add the link in the description. I just started using this one. It's pretty good. You can use fake money if you don't want to use real money. As you can see, I just won. They gave me like a free thing. They always got all these crazy promos. So I can't withdraw though, but I'll probably add it down, link description. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I don't really have none else except for these game recap. So if you have any suggestions on what stuff I should do or any critiques, I'm